Fellas, as you know, we've partnered with Naughty by Nature for some beard care products or some natural hair products. So, if you're looking for a great starter kit to clean your beard up, to get your beard growing and flourishing and get it healthy and moisturized, Naughty by Nature products are the way to go. I use the lavender collection every day. I use the beard cream, I use the beard wash twice a week, and I use the beard oil just simply to get the tangling out and to keep my hair nice and moisturized. Definitely want to use these for the summertime and for everyday purposes. Y'all holla at me for the link at the end. Get it poppin', get your Naughty by Nature care package.
What's up, everybody? Another episode of the Rapper Cat Podcast. I'm your host, Mike the Young OG. I got a special guest with me today, OG Souul.
Yo.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening? It's your man's OG Souul. Shout out my boy, Mike the OG.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? We tapped in. Hey, if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's OG Souul to use. Do the music thing, do the photography thing, do the acting thing.
Sure.
We got the brand page popping, Active VG's brand.
Sorry,
Personal page, @_ OG Souul to use again. Photography page, @Soul Photography, you feel me? Hey, follow my girl blog page, @Sticky Feathers, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Got the podcast, the blog, all that, everything you need. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, brand page, shout out my dogs, Durr, my dog T Roberts. You know what I'm saying? My boy Boss Man, my boy Shad, Antonio, and my man's Pooja Hennessy. Can't forget that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We in this thing.
Yes, sir. What an intro. So, without further ado, we just gonna, well, before we do anything, we're gonna shout out the VG brand for real for the shirt.
Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Shirt, you know what I'm saying? Had to hit y'all with a slight giveaway. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Hoodies is on the way. Be on the lookout for that either end of the year or top of the year, but we on the way.
For sure. So, first thing I want to give you is the top 3. So, I think the top 3 I'm gonna give you today is give me your top 3 accomplishments.
Top 3 accomplishments. One of my biggest joints was actually going forward with the showcase joint and that I did for SOBs in New York.
In New York, yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure, because
that was major.
It was major, and like a lot of things like that with showcases, it'd be mad iffy, cause you know what I'm saying. It'd be like you gotta have money to perform this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying. So it's like you taking a chance, but you know what I'm saying. At some point in time, you gotta make a risk. You feel me when you trying to do music and shit like that. So that was definitely up there. And on top of that too, like doing that was like legit, like my first time ever going to New York. Like I'd never been. So to go for my first time and actually like perform, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Second, I would say I was in a movie.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I was like an extra though. But you know what I'm saying? Your boy was on the
Was
screen.
it the Harriet Tubman?
It was the Harriet Tubman part. I was on the screen, you feel me?
Yeah.
It was at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You saw your boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't really see all the extras. But
That's
that
what's
joint,
up,
I
bro.
was vividly right there.
That's
you feel
what's
me?
up.
They had us on the main boat with the main actress and everything, you feel me? So that was lit. You know what I'm saying? Last one, bro. I would have to say was actually like sticking with making music. Because if anybody has ever wanted to make music and record it, anytime like you record yourself for the first time,
You hear yourself?
You hate your voice, bro.
Yes, bro.
You be like, damn, nigga, this is how I sound.
For sure.
And like that shit can be mad discouraging. But you know what I'm saying? So I had to credit myself for like actually like sticking with that. You know what I'm saying? And like improving, you know what I'm saying? Cause like when you hear your shit back for the first time, that shit hurts.
Yeah, no, for real. You be like, I
hurts.
sound like that?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
You be sitting there rapping it in your head, rapping it to yourself. You think you sound amazing.
Bro, funny fact, when I recorded the first 7 podcasts, I didn't listen to myself back on any of them.
That's how it
So
be,
when
bro.
people was coming back and they were like, oh yeah, I like how you said this, or you said this, like, what did you mean by this? I'm like, I guess I gotta go back and listen now. Like, I guess I gotta
know what you're talking about.
I said, I don't even know what you're talking about because I'm like, I just can't hear myself. I can't listen to myself speak. Like, it's better now, but
yeah,
I for sure.
It's like the more you do it, you gotta get comfortable with it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but I had to get myself out of that joint, bro. I just be like, yo, like, you just gotta start. You gotta get out your own head. And it's just like, it's still joints that I listen to now that I like don't like, but you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I appreciate the growth. You feel me? But yeah, and honestly, that's still something I struggle with. Like, still to this day, sometimes I'll be hearing myself and I just be like, I just like don't like my voice, bro.
So, man, kind of just want to have a conversation today. I'm interested in some things that I don't think I've talked to you about, just individually. First thing I want to ask you, being is that we are in a pandemic, is do you remember where you were and what you were doing when you first heard about the virus, like the first time?
First hearing about it, I'm pretty sure I was like at home chilling and like just on Twitter and like, you know what I'm saying, the whole virus thing popped off like over in China and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think it was just at home chilling, seeing it all on the Twitter timeline and everything like that. And I also think I was at work too. Yeah. But yeah, that's like the first time I, you know what I'm saying, seen anything about COVID.
So what was your first few months like when we were in stage 1 of quarantine? Like, we couldn't go out, everything closed at 12 at the maximum. It was some joints closing like even earlier than that. I know like grocery stores was closing at like some places at like 8, 5, 8, like, you know what I'm saying? But for me starting off, I was kind of wicked because I was working a lot. You feel me? Like, I was in retail at Journeys at the time, bro. So it's just like, with retail, you know what I'm saying? You really don't be having no time. And I was like a manager too, so pretty much I'd be at work all day. So by the time that happened, you know what I'm saying, and they figured out, you know what I'm saying, how we was still gonna be getting paid and everything like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was cool. You know what I'm saying? We got the stimmy. And
still ain't got my stimmy.
Dang, you didn't get the stimmy? That's tough. I seen they just passed another joint. I think it's only like 600. But you know what I'm saying?
I'll take anything. They can send me at the same time.
No, but yeah, they just passed another joint. So hopefully that go through. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I got the stimmy at the time, and my job, you know what I'm saying, told us about the whole, like, you know what I'm saying, we didn't like necessarily had to quit. It was just like we was gonna be on I forgot what it was, but basically it was like we would be unemployed for the time length, but by the time we came back, we would like be re-put into the system. So like we ain't have to like reapply and all that. So I was like, all right, cool. And then, you know, I was getting that extra 600 with the unemployment, you know what I'm saying? So listen, when I say I was at the crib chilling, I was big chilling. Like, living lovely. Money was coming in, not doing nothing. You had the stimmy, then you got the unemployment every week. Fam, I was good. I was enjoying it. And I'm like a homebody anyway, for real. So at the crib chilling, watching all the shows out of the mist, caught up on all the snowfall. Joint was hard. Like, I was living large. You know what I'm saying? The studios was, you know what I'm saying, figuring out what they was trying to do. So some people were still recording. So I was just like, bet. I can like chill, get free money. And now I got time to like record and work on things the way I want to. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot more time to like actually like plan and like do videos and stuff, bro. So I was living good.
So mentally, you was straight. Like, you wasn't struggling at all.
Mentally, no. Because again, like I said, I'm like a homebody, bro. Yeah. So for me, it was just like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There would be some days though, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like, you know what I'm saying, you just want to go out and like do something. Yeah. So if anything, I just go out with my shorty. We'd be like driving or something. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the grocery store or go back home to my people's crib, kick it with them type, you know what I'm saying? That type of deal. Yeah. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't, mentally, you know what I'm saying? It won't bad for me, personally.
Okay. So then your mental health now is kind of the same, or is it a little bit better?
It's pretty much the same, you know what I'm saying? It's always better when you can like still get out and do things, you know what I'm saying? Everything kind of like going back to normal as much as it possibly can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's pretty much the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely cool to like go back out, you know what I'm saying? be around your friends and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Even though you still gotta like have certain concerns about viruses and whatnot, you know, safety precautions and everything like that. But yeah, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, everything, you know, mentally wise, you know, still solid with me, you know what I'm saying? What about yourself, man?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like when it first hit, like in March, I remember I was like, man, like I didn't realize the severity of it because I remember we were talking about it on the court, and it was like one of the last times we hooped. Yeah. And like my mom was like, yo, like you gonna have to cut that out. Like you gonna have to cut that out. And I was like, I don't know if it's as serious as what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you hear it in China, it's like, all right, maybe China just tripping. So then it hit over here, you started having cases and cases in different spots, and it started spreading. And I was like, all right, cool. So I was cool with being in the crib because, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm a homebody too. So I'm like, all right, like, I don't mind going out, but being in the crib, like, that's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So when I was at the crib, I think it took me a solid 2-3 weeks until I was ready to just leave, like, and go away somewhere that didn't have the virus.
Yeah.
Because I think both my parents, they got approved for teleworking 5 days out the week. So I was hurt.
Oh yeah, they was at the crib.
Yes. I'm like, everywhere I go, like I go in the dining room, my mom in there working. I go in the living room, like my dad in there working. I go in the kitchen, I can still see and hear both of them. So I'm like, I gotta stay upstairs the whole time just to like get my privacy and just get some space. And it's like, like stuff I would normally do on a regular day basis, like I could go do whatever. It's like, I don't got that luxury. Like I gotta watch where I go eat. But once I got a routine, I think it helped me like kind of ease my mind. I did. Because Netflix got old quick.
Yeah, facts.
Shopping got
Netflix
old quick.
Ain't update nothing for real.
Yeah, and
shopping and everything getting pushed back.
Yeah. I think for real, like call it childish. I colored, like did the little stress coloring. That joint saved like
you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
It saved mad chromosomes, bro. Like for real, like it helped me just chill, relax. I actually started the podcast during quarantine. I actually like formulated it, got my logo, figured out what I wanted to do with it, all that. I figured that out during quarantine, and basically, yeah, that's really what it was. The first 3 months though was real tough though. Especially with my birthday being a national holiday and me having to celebrate that indoors.
I couldn't even like do nothing at all. That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
So
now that you did say that though, I think that did help as to like, you know what I'm saying, why it wasn't so bad for me, because like, you know what I'm saying, I had more time to like work on things that like I actually cared about. You feel me? As far as music, brand stuff, you know what I'm saying, and even photography, you know what I'm saying, even some places were still open, stuff like that. So that definitely, now that you said that did play a part, and having my own spot. Because if I was with my peoples, that probably would have been rough. That probably would have been rough. Because I think my stepdad, he still had to like go to work, but my mom, she been working, like she's still working at the crib now. She's been working at the crib ever since the joint started.
Facts.
And she don't even know, like she don't got no idea when they going back. So yeah, if I was at the crib, it probably would have been tougher for sure.
Struggling. Like I was struggling. It's not bad now, but like my mom, I think she went back for like 2 weeks. She was going back to work 3 days out of the week. And they were just social distancing. They were trying to bring everybody back in a wave. And then like after 2 weeks, they was like, nah, like it's still like wild. And we gonna let everybody go back home. I was hurt. I'm like, man, I need at least 1 or 2 days like where both of y'all are gone for like the whole day from like 8 to 5. And it's like whatever. But how did you work? Like, how did you work on your crafts during this time? Like, I know you said like you had more time to focus and stuff like that, but being as that like maybe the studio wasn't always open, or like places that you wanted to shoot videos weren't available, like how did you like visualize and work on your crafts during this time?
Just basically having to adapt. So it was like, you know, so for like videos I wanted to shoot, you know what I'm saying, I just kind of had to like think differently as far as like where I would be able to shoot them at. And then like, you know, at the time I started shooting them, like I said, a few people, they were still like having places open. I think I want to say my man Jack TP, he was still like recording out of his spot.
Yeah.
So that was clutch until like good people was like figured, you know what I'm saying? Until that time where like everybody tried to start figuring things out,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, to make it work for people. So like as far as places like those, you know what I'm saying, like nothing really changed too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just definitely couldn't have a lot of people in there anymore, but like it was still access. And yeah, but as far as like videos and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I just basically had to, you know, just rethink as far as like what I had to work with. You know what I'm saying? Which wasn't too tough because, you know what I'm saying, with the photography, it was still some people who had their own studios open. You know what I'm saying? It just had different rules, of course, for COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it made it a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like as hard as I thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I think for like that first month, you know what I'm saying, I probably ain't like do nothing, you know what I'm saying, but I was just like writing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, after everybody like figured their little situations out and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, that's when things became smooth and easy.
Mm-hmm. So would you say like music was your escape away from like quarantine and like work and all that during this time, or is it still that? Or
it was definitely a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, just being at the crib, my girl was there too, you know what I'm saying, so you know, it was just a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, just relaxing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm just a homebody, bro, so you know, just having an opportunity to relax. Like it was just past holiday season at work, you know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
busy. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was like I don't want to say it was a blessing in disguise,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But it was just like a well needed break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To some degree. So worked out pretty solid.
Yeah. So back to like the video piece. I saw the last video, loved it. Thought it was really creative. And I like how you used the scenery in Virginia Beach better than what most people would use it as. Like most people would just do the main, oh, I'm gonna walk on the strip, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like it was really creative and well thought out, especially being in the circumstances that we're in.
Yeah.
So
Because honestly, I think at that time, like,
Yeah.
I don't even think like Virginia Beach was like really like following the guidelines.
nah, they were.
Like,
they was
going
wild
out there, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Beach, mad people still on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like a regular weekday, bro. So I'm just like, dang. So yeah, it was just like it was like they was in their own little world.
Yeah. So how do you feel it is to be a creative in Virginia? Like, how do you feel as a creative in Virginia versus being a creative in New York or California or whatever?
I think the main difference is just like, I want to say the level of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It might be like a ceiling,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Now it might be getting better. You know, with Pusha T starting the whole airwave thing. You know, but I feel like being creative wise, being in this area, I feel like it's always been like a creative area. You know what I'm saying? Because like Virginia is like home to like a lot of creative people. You know what I'm saying? You got Chris Brown, Missy Elliott, Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? Like just Pusha T, Timbaland, all them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's home to a lot of dope people. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, no one ever like really, you know what I'm saying, like did anything here.
Yeah, it comes back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, until, you know what I'm saying, there's something in the water happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying, like from there, you know what I'm saying, it just kind of like sparked something, you know what I'm saying? And but it's just like, if you look, it's like all types of different creatives out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what I'm saying, you got all different styles of rappers, and all, you know what I'm saying, photographers, all models, all types of things, bro. So, you know what I'm saying, there's always been like a creative bubble, you know what I'm saying, that's just needed the right exposure, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, it's in the early stages of that, you know what I'm saying, maybe like the next 2-3 years, bro, you know what I'm saying, it might be something big.
Yeah, I think like what you said off the rip was the opportunity piece. I feel like in Virginia, we're kind of pit against each other. Like, so it's more so we're rivals and not, you know, really working together. And I think that kind of hurts us because you don't really see like the top clothing brands in Virginia collabing together, the top rappers in Virginia collabing together, the top whoever, like photographers collabing together. It's more so like I gotta take advantage of whatever I have over you so that when the opportunity comes, like I'll be ready for it or I can grab it. Like it's basically we all crabs in a barrel waiting for that one opportunity to drop so we can get out of the barrel. And like you said, like we don't have anybody from Virginia that comes back to Virginia and is like, all right, like I'm gonna do this for y'all. Like you got people, everybody in Cali does it. You got people in New York that do it. But Atlanta, like,
you know what I'm saying? They like the standard for that.
Texas, like you got all those people that do that, but Virginia's like, all right, like Trey Songz left, Breezy lives in LA, Pusha, like I think Pusha and Trey come back the most. Pharrell's gone, like Missy's gone, AI's gone, like everybody, Russell Wilson, he's gone, like everybody that we kind of looked up to, whether like we knew they were from Virginia, we knew they were gonna make it, like they left and they really didn't leave anything until of course Pharrell brought something in the water. Pusha has whatever he has going on, and
it's like a domino effect kind of thing.
Yeah, it hasn't really. It's like Virginia is under the radar, but I feel like creative wise, we can go toe to toe with anybody. Because between the 804 area and the 757 area, that's creative territory, literally.
It's mad people, bro. Like, it's mad dope people at that. You know what I'm saying? It's, of course, throughout everything, you know what I'm saying? You don't have people who just ain't good, but, you know, because they make music with the times, you know what I'm saying? They do the trendy stuff, you know what I'm saying? But throughout all of that, bro, like you said, between here, 804 and 75, bro, it's a lot of dope talent, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, like for a while, you know what I'm saying, it was definitely like one of those situations where it's just like, you know, everybody was trying to have one up on the next person, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I always, for a while, it just felt like, you know what I'm saying, like it was like a solid place to like build a foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, you was gonna have to like go somewhere else
and come back.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the start of something in the water and Push doing the hair wave thing, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? It just like it just started a domino effect, you know what I'm saying? You start to see Trey Songz back more often. You know what I'm saying? I think Pusha T back living in the Norfolk area now. Yeah, man, there's something in the water, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that would have been crazy this year had it not been for the pandemic.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
I feel like that too because like last year, I went last year, and did you go last year?
I did. I didn't make it now.
But last year, so when we got there, for one, it was just hell getting to like Virginia Beach and like getting situated, like getting a place to stay, whatever. And I had just moved from Norfolk back to with my parents.
Because was it the same weekend as beach weekend?
Yeah, it was the same. It was the same weekend as beach weekend, like college beach weekend. So I think when we got there, I got there and I'm like, you know how you don't know everybody from the 804, you don't know everybody from the 757 or from whatever area code, but you know friend groups, and you're like, oh, that person is linked to that person I didn't know, and you just connect the dots. It was a lot of that, but it was people that I'd never seen before as well, like never even like knew like any like thing facially wise that could like be recognizable. So I was like, I didn't know until I got there that they were busing people in from North Carolina, they were busing people in from Maryland, they were busing people in from West Virginia, like just the different DC, like they were busing people in just from different places. You didn't realize how many people was there, and then for nothing violent to occur during that whole weekend, and for it to be smooth sailing outside of Friday because of the weather, it was smooth sailing the whole weekend. Like it wasn't any I can't get into this club to see this rapper. Like I'm not waiting outside to see Diddy and his sons till 1 o'clock in the morning. They show up for 30 minutes and leave. Like they're there from 10 to 2. And you can see them and you're going to get in the club in a reasonable amount of time. So I think that was just tremendously big and underrated for Virginia and creatives, just in a sense of just bringing unity as one to everybody.
Yeah, that's good. It's one thing like when you go in somewhere else where they do like the Rolling Louds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like when there's something that's like, you know what I'm saying, in arm's reaching you, and like you realizing that like it's people coming from other places coming here now, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's like a different feeling, bro. And like you said, for it to be like, for nothing to go bad, you know what I'm saying? Because like college beach weekend itself is
notorious for going
bad. So for it to be college beach weekend And the first time for the something in the water on the same weekend, and like you said, outside of the weather that Friday,
Yeah.
for everything to go smooth the way it did, like you gotta tip your hat off to that, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
I think Virginia was kind of appreciative too, because, I mean, not saying that Virginia's rude, but, you know, like, you go places and, you know, I drink at that festival where he was at, Tyler the Creators Festival, he got booed. Like, even the smaller people, like, and not smaller as in, you know, whatever, but it's like the people who aren't big and popping, like, they're not the Drakes, they're not the Janae Aiko's, not the Big Sean's. They got a warm welcome as well. The people opening up that were local, they got a warm welcome. Like, the stage was never empty, I should say. So them having it on the beach, the stage was always, it was enough people. Like, you had a decent amount of crowd. Whoever was performing, you were performing at least in front of 100 people.
Facts.
So I think that was good, and Virginia showed love with that.
Yeah, that's big, bro. Like you said, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, for like a place like Virginia, creatively wise, to never have nothing like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, we just been itching for that, bro, and you know, we finally got it, and everybody was like appreciative of it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a big thing, bro. Like my man brought out Hove, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
My man brought out Hove, dog. Like, that's
Crazy story, bro. Crazy story. So, I used to work in the mall in Norfolk and MacArthur, and my manager from Fossil, she calls me and she's like, what are you doing right now? Like, are you in your apartment? And I'm like, nah, I'm at home. What's up? She's like, you know, Beyonce's in the mall. And I'm like, you lying. So I'm like, you lying. And she's like, no, like, literally, like, she was like, I heard like two people screaming. She's like, okay, so we thought it was a fight. And I'm like, that makes sense. She's like, I run down there. She's like, it's like 4 big bodyguards walking around somebody with like their hood half on, big glasses, and I could see her hair. And then she was like, they were leaving. They literally only came in to walk around. And I was like, so you telling me Beyonce was in the mall? She was like, yes, they saw her on the street and everything. And I'm like,
yeah, bro.
that's crazy. Like, and that's how I kind of knew that Jay-Z was gonna be there. And I was like, and I looked it up, and they had an Adidas camp in Norfolk.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so that makes sense. Like, everybody, like James Harden, Trae Young, all of them had to come there for the meeting or whatever. So I'm like, it makes sense that Beyonce would be there because, you know what I'm saying, she's Adidas now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So
that was crazy, bro. Seeing a video of him bring Hove out, and I think somebody had like a video like off to the side of like Beyonce just off in the side, bro. So I'm just like, yo, like,
I gotta go now.
no one would ever like, you know what I'm saying? No one ever like fathomed something like that happening here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, for that to happen, bro, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like certain people you never think you might see.
Yeah. Or you might not see that close. Like,
yeah, like they like literally like somewhere you go to all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't even like think about it that much, but it's just like that's crazy, bro.
Exactly. And I don't think like even though Beyonce's from Texas, like, she's not touchable to like people in Texas, like, and people who come to like, and if she comes to Virginia, she does a concert. She's not touchable, like, but at Something in the Water, everybody felt like touchable, like it was able to be like, all right, cool, like, I see you, like, I can vibe with you, and it's more so not like this like big, like, I'm an iconic figure right here, and then you're just, you know what I'm saying, like right here. Like, I felt on par, not like celebrity wise, but I felt on par. Like, I wasn't going and I wasn't fanning out. Like, of course I was hyped, but I was like, wow, like, this is the first time we can actually experience somebody and it's actually like on our level, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, what obstacles, like, do you think, like, as creatives, what obstacles have you personally had to overcome? Because I think I was talking about this in another interview. It's hard to find inspiration in Virginia. Once you've been to the major places, like, you kind of pretty much been everywhere. So, and that's excluding DC, Nova area. So once you've pretty much been everywhere in the 804 and the 757, those are the major areas of Virginia, pretty much been everywhere. So what have your obstacles been for being creative?
I think the biggest obstacle for real was just like one of my biggest obstacles was figuring out like, you know, how to actually like make a song, like song structure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always felt, you know what I'm saying, I always just wanted to be the rapidy rap dude, whatever. But, you know, at some point you got to figure out like, all right, how do I actually make like a good song to the point where it's just like, you know, because not every song gonna require you to like bar it to death. Like you gotta have a nice balance. So that was one of my biggest obstacles. Another one too is just like, I think as a creative, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like an ego thing that you gotta like check yourself with sometimes, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you feel like, you know, you make good quality sounding music and you feel like, you know, there's a lot of people out here who just come on the track, say whatever, don't even make sense, can't even hear it for real, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, they getting all the love and you just be like, fam, I'm over here making good quality things, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? At the same time though, it's just like, you gotta realize that like, I think a lot of creators, bro, had this thing where it's just like, you know, they feel like the music is good, so you know what I'm saying, it's gonna like do what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Which it will to a certain extent, but you do also have to understand that like marketing yourself is just as important as like making music. For sure. So that was probably the hardest thing I had to like understand and like learn, because now you got like, because I'm a guy like, I was a guy, bro, like I really, you know what I'm saying, like I be on social media like that, but I don't really post much for real. So like once I started doing all this, it's just like, damn, I gotta like be more active, gotta like, you know what I'm saying, gotta be more active, gotta post more, gotta figure out marketing tactics, how to draw people into you, build your base up, stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably one of the biggest challenges. You know what I'm saying? Knowing who and what to reach out to, because you know once you get into that, you start coming across, you know what I'm saying, all the different people who might try to scam you, and you know what I'm saying. That's another thing too. You gotta like knowing the business and understanding like how things are supposed to go, and like just knowing what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So them articles is tough, and like not articles, but obstacles is tough. And to go back to what you said as far as the inspiration aspect, bro, like it do be hard to get inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Normally if I'm like in a funk or whatever, bro, you know what I'm saying, I try to like get out, do something, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying, we couldn't get out and do much for real. A lot of times, bro, if I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't really write much, bro, like write anything I felt was good, sometimes you literally just gotta like write it out, even if it's trash, bro, just to get it out your system. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, with the whole finding inspiration thing, bro, it's just like you gotta do a lot of different things, bro. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you're not always gonna have access to things. And then in the process of that, I found out listening, like I get more inspired listening to like local people, like who do music and are like dope, versus like actual artists that we listen to on a regular basis, bro. So you know, with the inspiration thing, man, you just gotta like try a lot of different things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That way you're not relied on one thing. You know what I'm saying? You just got different things you can pull to and go to. You know what I'm saying? So that helped me out a lot as far as that.
Yeah, I think I had to. I started, like I said, looking at more local people and looking at the work that they've done or different things. I don't know if you follow him or you know about him, but his name is Driven Mel on Instagram.
It sounds great.
He's from like the 757 area. He went to ODU, but yeah, his pictures are top tier, like amazing. Like, and the stuff that he does and the edits that he plays around with makes his pictures look totally different than what he does. And I think I took just like inspiration from that. Like just because I don't have the right setting or the right scenery, or I don't have the right words to say, I don't have the right topic, like I can always spin it into what I want it to be, like, and just twist the concept just by capturing the natural concept of what I want. Right. I think that's been key for me as well. And being that I'm in Virginia, like I know it can get very trendy here. So I really just be online looking at whoever, like on the creative page, explore page on Instagram, or I'll be on fashion page on Pinterest, just like looking at different stuff, like looking at different color palettes, looking at different photos, listen to different podcasts, like all that, like online and YouTube and Pinterest and Instagram. Like those have been heavy for me.
Yeah, that's a great thing about being a creative too, bro. It's just like you can like just like make anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can just create anything like however you see it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you want it to be, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just a dope thing. Like trying to like. I ain't even trying to like when you see that you just like made something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's always like a great feeling. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So, what projects do you have planned for this year in terms of like not just music, but like photography, acting, music, networking, all that different type of stuff?
Yeah, bro. So honestly, it's all the things I had planned for this year, pre-pandemic. Like this year, one of the main things I definitely wanted to get heavier with the acting. Also performing live. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I would definitely want to do a lot more of. What else? Photography wise, photography for me is more so like a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like something I like try to like keep up with. It's just kind of like, you know, if I'm in the mood to take pictures, I take pictures. If not, you know, like I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's more so like just like a enjoyable thing to do for me for real. But yeah, my main things for real is definitely hitting the stages. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's always gonna be one of the best ways to like build an audience. You know what I'm saying? It's like word of mouth and just like getting out there and interacting. You know what I'm saying? And marketing. Definitely want to get more gear out there. Project wise, you know what I'm saying? Got the part 3 to the Y'all Don't Want to Hear Me rap series coming. Definitely trying to start collabing with like more people outside of the camp. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a few features I got on there now. It's like, you know what I'm saying, with different people. Definitely me and Shy are scheming on like a little EP that we gonna put up for show. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about that for the longest now. So, you know, I think it's about that time, you know, we actually tap in with that. We got the volume 2 coming as well. You know what I'm saying? We always working on that, trying to
The VG's volume 2.
Yeah, VG's volume 2, trying to, you know, execute that the right way, you know what I'm saying? Because the first one was hard. So, you know, we trying to make sure we match the same energy, you know what I'm saying? And then just, you know, take what we learned through trial and error and, you know, execute it right this time around, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? But outside of those things, bro, it's just, you know, doing the same thing, trying to stay consistent, you know what I'm saying? Just do everything we've been doing and, you know, taking the trial and errors from all that, fixing it up and, you know, continue to improve. You know what I'm saying? That's the main goal.
And so, I do have maybe not a difficult question, but I do have a question. So why don't we get more OG Soul music, per se?
So, like, for me, bro, it's just like, when it comes to making music, I'm one of those people, like, I gotta go through things in order to, like, write things, bro.
Perfectionist,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfectionist, too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and that's another thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just gotta get out my own head, you know what I'm saying? I saw an interview once, it's just like, you know, if you get to a point where, like, you constantly changing something or overthinking something, it's done. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep that mindset when it comes to making music. And, you know what I'm saying? I definitely, like I said, bro, there's a lot of trial and error. Cause, you know, I be wanting to put out like bodies of work. Then sometimes it's just like, I realize it's like, you know, if I got like a single or something, like just put that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be done like a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in the era where it's just like anything goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my main thing, bro. It's just realizing that, like, you know, like I don't have to like have a single, then a whole body of work ready to go behind that. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of do things however I want, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And definitely just, you know what I'm saying? Staying consistent, you know what I'm saying? And then when you just juggling regular life and try to mix it in with the creative stuff as well, you know what I'm saying? That it be taking a toll, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, you just gotta work around it. And then I think the biggest thing, honestly, too, is just like, you know, I've been trying to like figure out balance the best way I can as far as like everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? That'd probably be the biggest thing, bro, because it's just like, take a lot of time and energy and all this, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to build a brand. So it's just like a lot of things you gotta like think about, a lot of business aspect stuff you gotta know outside of just the music itself. So that's probably the biggest thing, bro. It's just like learning how to like balance all these things out, bro. Like give myself time for the music, then give myself, you know what I'm saying, when I have free time, I feel like taking some photos, do that, you know what I'm saying, working on brand stuff, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out ways to just build my own personal self as well, you know what I'm saying. So that's what it is, bro. It's just a balance, bro. It's something I still fight with to this day. Something I feel like it's probably gonna be a constant thing of just like, you know what I'm saying, always trying to like balance things out, bro, the best of my ability.
Yeah. So going back to content, you are what I would say today is a conscious rapper. Right. So you don't just get on the beat and just flow whatever comes out your mouth. Right. Like you're very thought out and very calculated.
Yeah.
So when it comes to content, are you more so whenever you listen to a song or whenever you like get in the mood or like the urge to write, do you ever go in premeditated with what you're gonna say, or does it just like, I'm gonna grab the pen or I'm gonna grab my phone and whatever comes out kind of comes out, or like I said, do you just already have an idea of what you want to say?
It's like a mix of both, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you have a certain topic you want to talk about, so you like try to find like a beat or like something to like kind of match it. But majority of the time I would say is I listen to beats and I just kind of, let the beat ride out, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of like, do like a little freestyle in my head, and I just kind of like, content-wise, just kind of like created from that. So it's just like wherever I start going in my head, you know what I'm saying, a little freestyling in my head, I normally get like a topic or content out of that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the best way for me. It's just, you know what I'm saying, like letting the beat ride out and just like, you know what I'm saying, like just letting your mind like create with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that works most effectively as far as the best song. But there are some things where I just like, I have like a specific topic in mind. I for sure know I want to like get to and talk about. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's only hard with that because it's just like now you got to find like your ideal beat you want to match it. You know what I'm saying? So that's always the like difficult part. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? I would prefer to, if I hear something, you know what I'm saying, I like to just let my mind do what it wants to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But that can be hard too, because you know what I'm saying, you might just find a whole bunch of songs that like just fit one certain type of way, and you just, you know what I'm saying, be on that for a minute, you know what I'm saying, but then now you got a bunch of songs that kind of like not necessarily sound the same, but you know what I'm saying, same kind of style to a certain degree. So you always want to definitely like keep it versatile and mix it up. But yeah, those are like my main basic processes for it.
So how do you want the audience and fans and people who have never heard your music, how would you want them to view your music? Like if you had to give a description and describe your music, your style, your content, what would you want them to know first and foremost?
First and foremost, if you listening, first of all, appreciate it. But yeah, bro, it's just know there's always gonna be something that's like thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? It's majority of the time it's gonna be a message. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I feel like more and more as I go, you know what I'm saying, I'm starting to get more comfortable as far as like being like vulnerable in certain songs. You know what I'm saying? So definitely just know it's always gonna be thoughtful. It's gonna be something I feel like you can gain from it. And then sometimes honestly, you know what I'm saying, it's one of the things too where like, people will take something from it, but you know what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just make a song for yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's always dope as well when people like relate to it, you know what I'm saying, even though you just wanted to get it all for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So those are my biggest things, bro. It's just, it's always gonna be a level of thoughtfulness, vulnerability, you know what I'm saying, and then like a lesson to come from it, bro, and like growth as well, you know what I'm saying? Because That's one of the biggest things, bro. It's just like, every time, I just feel like every time, I feel like I'm never like completely ever satisfied because, by the time I'm on to the next joint, I feel like, I could have done this and that better on that. But, it's like a never ending process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, try to do the best you can.
So being in that lane, like I said, like conscious rappers, and I don't want to box you in, but like if we're gonna just say, all the other trendy people, and then the conscious rappers, like the J. Cole's, the Kendrick Lamar's, the Big Crits, the Lecrae's, all those.
Right.
How do you feel like you're at a disadvantage when it comes to content because so many people want to hear what Future says, like his beats, and all these other like just mainstream rappers who really aren't saying much? They're just mainly making stuff that, what I'm saying, you could bob your head to. You're in the car listening to.
Catchy.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're at a disadvantage content wise? Because some people might be like, I gotta be in the mood to listen to Cole. I gotta be in the mood to listen to whoever.
Yeah. I used to feel that way, bro. But one thing though is just like when I like really got to a point where I was like seriously committed to doing music, I had to tell myself that just like, you got to be like comfortable with the fact that like it's not gonna be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, there's like a place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna have moments where that what I'm saying, that Future might be knocking. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're getting ready to go out, you know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to listen to no Cole, no Kendrick. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like so, like everything got a certain place. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too with like figuring out that I figured out with the marketing aspect too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like know who your audience is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and like I said, just at the end of the day, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything, bro. So it might be people who definitely love the Futures, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Can hop in the car and cut that on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where, they might wanna, you know what I'm saying? They might be going through some things, so they might wanna hear a Cole or a Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? But you just go with the territory, bro. So, I try not to dwell on that too much anymore, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta understand that, like, once you understand that, just like, there's a place for everything, and know who your audience is, and not be so hooked on the fact that, like I'm saying something not, so I feel like I should be listening to more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta like get outside that mindset and just understand that, like, like I said, there's a time and place for everything, and when the people want to check you out, they'll check you out. Yeah.
So is there like a artist or anyone in particular that you kind of like tailored your style off of?
I mean, it's a lot, honestly, but one of my biggest inspirations for sure is 3000. 3000 for sure. I don't know, cause I like with him, bro. He had another one too where I hear him, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just sounds perfect. Cause like he one of them people where like they rap so good it almost sound like they're just talking on the beat.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I want to get to a point like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, and the way people like him just like creatively, bro, it's just like they like try any and everything. You know what I'm saying? And if they like it, they like it. You know what I'm saying? And they not afraid. Well, they do be afraid, but you know what I'm saying? They still like put it out on display for the world. You feel me? Whether they accept it or not. You know what I'm saying? So that would definitely be one of my biggest inspirations. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Like the Coles, Kendricks, the Wale's, Big Chris of the world. You know what I'm saying? Definitely mirror them for sure. You know what I'm saying? As far as just like the things they do with words, bro, and just also the balance of like knowing when, you know what I'm saying, like balance out to just rapping and just like making a good song. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing like what is needed where, and just song structure and everything like that, bro. So those are probably the main people, you know what I'm saying, I definitely look to as far as that goes, inspiration wise.
So when it comes to your flow and the way that you deliver on music, and I'm harping more on the music because that's your main passion.
Right.
What would you say, for one, that you got your flow from, or that your flow is inspired by, and what would you say is kind of like the patent flow for like rap? Like who do you think has that?
I think Drake kind of has like the patent flow for rap. As far as like my flow, I don't know, I feel like it comes from a lot of different people, bro. Because yeah, when you hear rap, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the names I listed, bro. A lot of times, if you listen to them, like you'll hear like so many different flows, bro. So it's just like, you know, you just try to always try to mix it up. Do what you can for a certain song, and like, you know, like I said, also understand, you know what I'm saying, to learn from them and understand like what song needs what specific type of flow, what song doesn't, you know what I'm saying. So that's definitely how I view it, you know what I'm saying. I definitely try to learn from them as far as like, you know, what song like matches this flow or whatever. And then, like I said, a lot of times too, like when I'm just listening to a beat, you know what I'm saying, I also just like, you know, kind of play off the flow that goes on in my mind. But I definitely feel like if anybody who has like the most patent flow in hip hop, it would probably be Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's like a consistent, straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's always like so clear, like you can like hear every word. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely say he has like the most patent flow for sure.
So do you think that with everything, taking everything in account of what you said, do you think that the rap game has changed for the worse or for the better in that?
I think it's changed for the better. Because like now, it's just like, it's like so many things. Like in other music back then, you had like subgenres, and like back then, rap was just like specific thing. Like you either had to be nice or you won't get played. Now, like I said, it's like grown to the point where it's just like, you know, you got your trap artists, you know what I'm saying? You got people who just rap, you got your hip hop artists, you know what I'm saying? Deep people who spit, all types of things, bro. So it's like so many like subgenres, bro. So it's definitely grown, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like there's always pros and cons with anything. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Now, in this day and age, it's like you have more opportunities to like get on or be successful. Back then, it's just like, you know, typical, had to find a way to get on the radio. You know what I'm saying? To get your joint spin, and you had to go to like certain market areas, you know what I'm saying? Either New York was like the main thing for real. But yeah, now there's definitely more opportunities, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like it's easy to get lost in the midst of everybody because like so many more artists you can hear of now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just pros and cons to everything, you know what I'm saying? Now that everything's trendy, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta kind of just like weave out through all of that, bro.
So opportunity-wise is really what I kind of want to harping on right now. And being as the fact that you said Drake, who I think has been a pioneer for rap, bigger than what a lot of people realized at the time, and we more so focus on where Drake's place in history is going to be, and more so now what he's done for the game. So how do you think, because I think Drake has broken boundaries for even sports to be able to be more a part of the mix. And of course he had predecessors and people, you know, who would go to the games, and you have people, you know, at Rucker Park when they do basketball games or football games and Super Bowls and all that, like the celebrities are at. But how do you feel Drake specifically has crossed into music and other areas like sports?
I mean, if you look at him, bro, like he's always been like, since he came out, he's always been like versatile. Like he could rap, he could sing. So it's just like when you do that, you know what I'm saying, you like leave the gate open to like, you know what I'm saying, like you automatically not put in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since the beginning of his career, he's been like, if I want to, I can rap. If I want to, if I feel like it, I can sing. You know what I'm saying? And then over time, he's just like adapted with the times. And like, you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Like it's just, honestly, the skills sometimes it's not even like making music. It's just like knowing how to adapt. And like with, you know what I'm saying, music and sports, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, there's always been like a love there, you feel me? Like basketball players want to be rappers want to be ball players, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, as over time you start to see rappers, you know what I'm saying, they starting to invest more, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, starting to be part owners of teams, you feel me? So it's just like, yeah, he's just been like great at adapting to the times, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing you can't take away from him, bro. It's like he knows he knows what the people want from him. He knows things he can do. He ain't afraid to try anything different. You know what I'm saying? Like he just knows how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? And along the way, it's been like a lot of things they try to say. You know what I'm saying? Like culture, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Or he takes from everybody, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, like I just think once people got past the whole Quentin Miller thing, because I felt like they was trying to still keep him in the box as like a rapper, like hip hop rapper type shit, those stuff. And like, you know what I'm saying, with that, it's just like always like, you know, if you don't write your own stuff, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, we look at you a certain way. But I mean, with him, it's just got to a point where it's just like, bro, he's like bigger than that. Like he's like a artist, you know what I'm saying? And like all artists you could think of have like had their songs written by someone else. Like Beyonce, bro, like a lot of her joints written by like Neo or The Dream or somebody. You feel me? Like the biggest artists you can think of, even Michael Jackson, like Quincy Jones, bro, writing them joints, bro. So it's just, yeah, bro. His biggest thing, bro, is just been being able to adapt. Like he knows how to adapt.
Yeah. So going off, I do like what you said about the adapting part, but I did have a question. Now that we were kind of got there a little bit, I don't want to go too deep in it. But why do you think, like you said, you know, Beyonce has songs written for her, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men, all the big people that we kind of look at, Kanye. So why do you think there's such a, I guess, double standard with rappers than there is with R&B? Because God forbid if we knew Jay-Z, who is unarguably the greatest rapper of all time, like why would we have more so like a heart attack if we found out Jay-Z didn't write half of his stuff versus when it comes to R&B singers or pop singers, we're more so like, oh, that's natural. Like, of course they get songs written for them.
Yeah, I think it's just basically how, like, you know what I'm saying, it came in with the times. Because, you know what I'm saying, back then it was just like, it was like a known thing that like R&B singers had writers. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, that's something you knew. And then with hip hop, it was like, they took pride in like writing their own things. It was just like, if you're not writing this, I can't believe you. I can't take you serious. Kind of like how we are now when we see a lot of people rapping about trap stuff, having guns all in their videos, and it's just like, bro, went to school with you, bro. You lived on like Fort Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, it's just a certain level of authenticity, bro. It's just like, I can't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And even with someone like Kanye, even it's just like, you know what I'm saying, no one looks at, like we look at him like Dr. Dre. It's just like, he's a great producer, but we know people write for him. Like every time you heard Dr. Dre, it's just like you knew somebody write for him. And a lot of times, because like when he rapped, he always sounded like whoever wrote for him. You know what I'm saying? And kind of the same with Kanye. So it's just like, when you come out the gate a certain way, no one looks at you funny. Because like with Kanye, I mean, everybody talks about his discography, but you never hear nobody like mention him in like top 5 rappers all the time. You know what I'm saying? They always just talk about his body of work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just like, you know, with R&B, it's just like, that was always how it went. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that's just how it goes in R&B. But coming up in hip hop, it was just like, nah, bro, you gotta be writing your own stuff.
So, being is that you said the authenticity piece, which I was definitely getting on. How does it make it not authentic? Because I feel like as a fan, the Kanye situation, and of course we all get into the all-time list and everything, I feel like Kanye and Drake are put into more so, we're arguing where they are on the top 10, top 20 artists all time list. Because they're so creative. But I feel like Drake and Kanye, we want them to be rappers, like strictly rappers. And Kanye's not, he's a producer. Drake is a producer. Like both of them are songwriters. So why do we pick and choose like authenticity arguments with certain people? Because whenever, and it is a fair argument, but just getting your perspective, but you know, when you hear J. Cole, when he speaks, just in general,
everything he says feels right. Like it's believable, it's down to earth, it's relatable. And the same thing with Kendrick, even though he might have a different delivery with it, it has the same feel, and Wale as well, and Big Crit as well, and Big Sean's, and whoever else I'm missing. It feels authentic. Right. So is it a knock on Drake and Kanye that, okay, they might have had a reference track like the Quentin Miller situation, or they might have had a writer with Kanye and, you know, Kendrick being his writer for one of his albums? Do you feel like it takes away from their music, and do you feel like it's a different feel when you hear their music, knowing that going into it?
For me personally, no. I think what made the Quentin Miller thing so drastic was just like, you know, we never just like expected it, and like when you hear somebody like doing a like actual reference and like saying like almost exact word for word for like almost a whole joint, it's just like, dang. But I feel like once all of that blew over, like, you know what I'm saying, we like, cause I think, like you said, at that time, we was trying to just like box him in as a rapper. Like we wanted him to be like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But like out the gate, he was just always bigger than that. And at that time, you know what I'm saying, like I said, like it's grown so much to now where you have to like start separating things by like what they are. So like, again, with Kanye, it's just like, we knew like he had writers. So it's just like, our expectation level was just like, all right, we know what he's doing. With Drake, we never knew it. And like I said, we always just wanted to box him in as a rapper. And then when the Quentin Miller thing happened, it was just like, dang. But at the same time, I feel like after that, you know, as the conversation started to go on, it's just like, well, why are we viewing him as just like a rapper anyway? Like he's an artist, he's like a pop star, bro. So it's just like, you know, once I feel like those conversations started happening, it was just like, yeah, it's right. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like you can still listen to it and be like, you know what I'm saying? Still enjoy it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like on authenticity, bro, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? The difference I feel like when you hear like the Coles and the Kendricks and stuff like that, it's just like, it's just like something about like the way they say it. Like when I hear all these people talking about trap stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always the same things. And though Pusha T is a guy who like always raps about selling drugs, but it's just like the way he says it. It's like, it's only like for you to be someone who actually does it and be able to say the different things you can say, like that to me says that like, all right, you actually do this. Cause like a lot of times you just hear people, bro, it's the same thing. They always tell you about the same, I did this, I did that. Like it's always the same thing. It's never like details. It's like never certain, it's like certain details you hear, like a Pusha T would say, you would just be like, all right, he really did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way people describe things, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, you really did that. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? At a certain point in time, it's just like, all right, I can tell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't really, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really never did nothing for real the way you make it seem like you did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's all about like the delivery and like how you're like describing these things, like the storytelling of it. And then a lot of times people will always give you the same, like, you know, I made all this money, it's that and the third, but they never tell you like the bad parts about it, like a Pusha T or like a Jay-Z would. You know what I'm saying? They tell you like, hey, did all this, but lost a couple homies on the way. You know what I'm saying? Went to jail because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you the whole perspective of it versus just like the glamorous part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think the authenticity piece really sticks out when it comes to, Drake may or may have not had a hard life. I can't recall him having like a life like a Jay-Z or a Kanye or somebody down, like coming up from out the mud, like people would say. But I think that's more so the difference, that Drake doesn't rap about that. So that the argument kind of contradicts itself.
When you hear people rap about street things, this is like, all right, bro, you got to do that. Like you have to do that. Now, if you just rapping about like the normal everyday life kind of struggle kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like just typical things, it's just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to just street things, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you talking about street things, it's just like street credit is automatically attached to that. And it's just like, it can't be validated if you don't do that.
And I think I mean, arguably, whoever your top 10 rappers are, arguably maybe your top 20, they all have drug affiliations in terms of like they grew up in the streets.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? What they're coming from or what they're saying is off their experience. And like you said, like you write based off of experience and stuff like that. So being that they was from the streets, like that's their experience, and like what we get through their music is from their experiences. And I think because Drake doesn't have that experience, and because what he says sometimes is just kind of like, oh, that was clever, this is really just creative. Yeah. It's kind of like, well,
and it's, like the type of songs he making. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, when you making like female friendly songs, and, you know what I'm saying. Then another thing too is just like, you know what I'm saying, like I think it's just mainly like with the lyrics. Like if you got somebody helping you like write like a hook or something, I don't think nobody really cares. Yeah, it's just like the lyrics. Like I said, for the style of songs he makes, it's just like, all right, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, it's what it is. It's a good song. You know what I'm saying, but again, like you know what I'm saying, like if we found out Jay-Z was never doing that, it's just like, I can't look at you saying.
I think the rap game values lyrics more than R&B does, and I mean this respectfully because I feel like I'm both, so it's not like I prefer rap over R&B or R&B over rap, but R&B is like, like if you give me a smooth beat and a smooth hook, like it don't really matter what the verse say, like and stuff like that.
Like, I ain't breaking down your lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you got R&B artists who give you some great lyrics along with the song, but like, fam, if you hit a note a certain way that I like,
exactly,
I'm good.
Exactly. And then with the rap game, I feel like it is starting to become a little bit like R&B in that sense. Like, okay, if I get this beat and I get this hook, it don't really matter what I say on the verse, but it's not as heavy as R&B. But it's the simple fact that, I don't want to say old heads, but the OGs of rap, like even OG fans, like you look down and you just kind of like, that's what you talking about, or this is what happened, and you had to go get your verse written by such and such. Like, how is that like? It's like a mix of how is that good for the rap game, and how is that getting me to relate to your music? And I think more so that's what the gripe against Drake is. It's more so your music is great as an artist, but as a rapper, I can't necessarily relate to the lyrics that you're talking about, because Hove, he's one of the best adapters of the game as well. He raps wealth and raps like where he is in life. Like he don't rap about the drugs he sold 30 years ago. Now he's rapping about things going on in society and all that. Like so for Drake, I mean Drake doesn't really talk about things like that. So it's like I think that's more so the gripe against him.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like OGs too, bro. It's just like, you know, once they, you know what I'm saying, once you come up in a certain era, you feel like that era was always like the golden era, bro. So it's hard to like watch something new happen that's not what you did. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's a part of growth and evolution. You know what I'm saying? Things will change, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a new day and age. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Jay-Z, like he don't be trying to like fit in with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll like do a song with certain people here and there, but like it's still Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't try to sound like none of these young dudes, you know what I'm saying? And like he just rap, like you said, like back then, you know what I'm saying? He'll rap about the dope, you know what I'm saying? All the fly stuff, you know what I'm saying? Stunting on you and all that. Now it's just like, hey, look, I used to do all that, but now like we grown. Like, y'all gotta understand, like build your credit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start understanding your wealth. Y'all gotta start seeing what's going on out here, how they trying to manipulate us, this, that, and the third, bro. So it's just like, you know, as he goes on, he just, like I said, he raps what he knows and like what he's into at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's at a point now where it's just like, bro, I'm rapping about grown people things that I need to like worry about, like investments. You know what I'm saying? Like real estate, all that. You know what I'm saying? And Drake does that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, like for whatever reason, it's just like OGs just look at it just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like I can't relate, you know what I'm saying? So
I think it's crazy for me to say this, but I feel like Hove can do that, and other artists like who have that stature, very few can do that. Like they can rap where they are in life and still have their body of work for people to go back and listen to, and like it doesn't take away from anything. And strangely, it's strange for me to even say this because I feel like
he is, but it just strikes me when we talk about music or whatever, it feels like Drake's not solidified in the rap game or just in the game in general. And if people do solidify him, they always put an asterisk on there. But it's like, how? Like, how do you do that? Like, his records and his numbers and what he's done for the game speaks for itself. But it's more so like, I want to compare him to LeBron. Like, he's always the underdog.
Yeah.
In a sense. Like, Drake's never the guy in the room. Like, even though everybody in the game shoots to be where Drake is, like, numbers wise, and what he does the first week of when he drops a single or album or whatever, like, you shoot for that. But at the same time, and people shoot to be as good as LeBron, but at the same time, you still have the naysayers and you still have the historians of the game and the OGs of the game looking like, nah, like, that ain't it. Like, you still not top 3, you still not top 1 or whatever it is.
Yeah, bro, it's just, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, everybody got a certain standard that they set, bro, and it's just like, I mean, like, I get it, bro. If you like the Jay-Z or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you feel like they really made a huge impact, blah, 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 you can say all that. But, like, bro, you can't deny what Drake's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man is solidified, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, when you've been on top of the game for so long, everybody try to, like, look for, like, little small ways or whatever to knock you down, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know, bro. I think, like I said, some people just still hold on to the expectation of, like, just trying to hold him as, like,
A rapper.
This rapper, like, bro, like, you could be, like, you could be, like, you have the potential to just be, like, the greatest ever. But, like, you rather do all this, and it's just like, bro, that's what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let him be that.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like, you don't gotta be the next Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can do that, what he's doing, and be fine, bro. Like, he's one of the greatest artists ever. The same way we let greatest artists before their times do what they do, bro. We just gotta let them do what they do. And it's just like, once you get out that mindset, you be like, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? I think I used to be that way too. But then I got to a certain point where it's just like, bro, like, this man is like, he's bigger than rap, bro. And it's just like, it is what it is. I do feel like he is at a certain point though where he feel like he can, like, just put out whatever and it's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like the only thing I hate. Because sometimes he be putting out stuff and I just be like, all right, bro, like, you could have.
This ain't it.
Yeah, like, you could have did better than this. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you can't tell somebody who's at that status that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, this ain't it. Like, it's gonna be it, whether you like it or not.
And I feel like some of them songs that he's already produced have been like that have gone, like, platinum or 3 times platinum, where he was just like, I'm gonna just put this out, like, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Like, and his stuff has gone platinum. But now it's like, nah, like, this ain't it. Like, because we got so many other options and so many other artists are putting stuff out, so it's constantly like, you ain't topping this, like, I ain't trying to hear it. Or you put out so much, like, it's like his discography kind of works against him now. It's kind of like, all right, like, look at all this. Like, look what you did last year. Look what you did the year before that. Look what you did at the last album. And it's like, I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, that's what you just put out is not up even to half of that standard.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He set the bar so high. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always gonna be at that level. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, like, once you at a certain point where it's just like, fam, I can put out whatever and do no wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say nothing to it, bro. Like, every time I hear I'm upset, I get upset. I'm like, bro, this shit is, I'm like, bro, this is not, you know, like, you could have did better than this, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you Drake.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna be that way, bro. But, you know, he got so much to where it's just like, hey, if I feel like I want to hear you, like, really go crazy on the track, I know where I can go to. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when he drop, you still gonna be checking.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, moving on from kind of the Drake rapper topic, like, just talking about the pioneer piece of Drake and of Kanye and of Jay-Z and all of them, how do you feel, well, first, Drake has bridged the gap between rappers and celebrities that are athletes, in the sense that the Nike deal, I feel like, is bigger for the rap game than anything in the last 5 years. Like, the fact that
I mean, and Jay-Z has Puma, but Drake has a Nike deal, and Nike is the #1 sportswear brand in the world.
Right.
So the fact that Drake was able to get a deal more so, and it looks like it's gonna be a lifetime deal, and the fact that he had to deal with Jordan first, and then Jordan is still Nike, but then he moved into like the official Nike one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be bigger than what we give it credit for and the oohs and ahs right now. So how do you think Drake and Kanye and all these other people that have collabed with the big brands who are sponsored by the big brands, of course, Kanye's with Adidas, Beyonce's with Adidas, and like I said, Jay-Z's with Puma, how do you think all of this is gonna correlate to the merging of sports and music?
I mean, like I said, bro, it's just like I said, music and sports has just always had that correlation, bro. So now I just feel like it's only going to continue to get better. You're going to see a lot more like these little deals between rappers and like shoe brands. You feel me? Like you said, like Beyonce with Adidas, Kanye with Adidas, Pharrell with Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Drake with Nike. Like it's always going, because like, you know what I'm saying? It's like music is always like at the center of almost a lot of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's just like, especially when you like realize that like it's not just music in general, it's mainly hip hop. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like as black folks, we like art and culture, bro. Like we like move a lot of things, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at like the NBA, bro, you know what I'm saying? Mostly predominantly African American players, bro. What they listening to, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like who do they? Like I said, ballers want to be the rappers want to be the athletes. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's always going to continue to grow. You're going to start seeing a lot more of these deals. You know what I'm saying? And it's always going to be like it's had that potential to be like just one of those like long lasting like partnerships that's like always going to be a thing, bro. Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like sneakers and stuff, that's like a huge part of like not only sports but like just hip hop as well. Like you gotta have the best kicks, you know what I'm saying, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Jordan came out, bro. It's just like, bro, that just like changed everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, I gotta have the fly kicks, you know what I'm saying? And I grow up, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have my own shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So bro, it's just it's one of those relationships, bro, that was just like always meant to be together. And like now that it's together, bro, it's just always gonna be like, it's just gonna continue to get like better and better.
Yeah, so I feel like the sports, like you said, is more like closely to like basketball and rap. Like those two are more
those two is just like
this
right there, bro.
And like my question is, why not football? Because football it's been around longer than basketball. Ratings wise, it's more popular, more viewed than basketball. Like, why do you feel like it's more close? Yeah.
I always felt like basketball was like the more popular sport.
I think it's more popular in the sense like it, because you can play basketball wherever. Like if you get a ball and a hoop, like everybody can play. But football, it's like
football more like a technical, like difficulty sport. You know what I'm saying? Like hitting and stuff like that. But I don't know, bro. And I think the biggest difference for real is, you know what I'm saying, with football you gotta have cleats. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, basketball, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? We can either hoop in these or we can just rock these, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it became, like, the basketball shoe just became like a fashion statement. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put rappers in the mix, actors, celebrities in the mix of that, bro, and they just like, you know what I'm saying, having them just to wear, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest difference, honestly.
So, and we were talking, and you said the African American piece, like most of the NBA teams, most of the NBA is probably 70% African American, if not higher. So, do you feel like African American culture, like even though we are the people in the NBA and we are at least half the people in the NFL and stuff like that, do you feel like our culture is affected by sports, or do you feel like sports is affecting the culture? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everything is like directly affected by us. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think anything like affects us. I feel like we affect everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to the point now where it's just obvious, like, you know what I'm saying, even though this just recently was announced, you know what I'm saying, that like hip hop was like now the like #1 stream, like most favorite music in the world or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, bro, like, I mean, it just always feels like it's always been that way, bro. Like you can just see it, bro, like the way things are marketed now, like the way things be marketed when you just on social media, they always trying to appeal to us.
Yeah, to the minorities.
Yeah, always trying to appeal to the minorities, bro. So it's just like, and it's just like you don't realize it until you like just like start paying attention. Like the smallest things, like all the ads on your phone, trying to appeal to you. Like even with the new vaccine for the COVID virus, they tried to make the two black people were the first 2 people to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like they always trying to just like appeal and cater to us. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's how much impact we have, and like they hate us for it, but they do it. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Kardashians, bro. You know what I'm saying? They rearranging their whole bodies to look like us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like we always had that huge of impact on things, bro. We just like don't have full control over it.
Yeah, and I think and not even to get into this, but just the whole historical element of it. Like, y'all took us from our homeland and put us in your culture, but we still kept our culture, and y'all stole things from us and put it in your culture, and now it's been socially accepted, and then now that the culture is blooming and you see other elements of the culture, it's kind of like, all right, we want this, but we don't want, like, we want this, but we don't want that. Yeah. And it's like, nah, you can't do that, especially not in sports.
Yeah, bro, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying, hey, we'll take this, but we don't want to take what all come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we'll take the glory, you know what I'm saying, the glitz, glamour, you know what I'm saying, but all the bad stuff that come with it, we're like, nah, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hear it all the time during times with social injustice, bro. Like everybody want to be out here, you know what I'm saying? They want to dance like us, do all of that. But you know what I'm saying? When something go down, you know what I'm saying? Like where everybody at? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. We always like just been the driving force of everything, bro. And like you said, bro, like you said, y'all took us, brought us here, and we basically built the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you can try to like hide it, but it's just like, bro, it's just like evident. You know what I'm saying?
So last question before we close out. What are you going to do as an artist, or what do you want to do as an artist to influence this culture?
Biggest thing, bro, that I want to do is myself and just like the brand, like we set out to do, bro. We just always, like I said, we in an era now where it's just like anything is possible. Like you know what I'm saying, our parents, grandparents, they went through a lot to like get us to this position. Like back then, you only had a few options, you feel me? And now it's just like bro, you know what I'm saying, like people just getting paid off podcasting just to sit around and talk. You feel me? Like there's so many opportunities for you to actually like do what you want to do, instead of like having to do what like a lot of our people did and just like did what they had to do in order that they can provide for us, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you don't never really think about it to that much until you get older, and then you like actually start sitting down and like having these conversations with people and just be like, you know, like what did you really want to do? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like hearing all those stories, you know what I'm saying, for me, you know, it makes me want to go harder, bro, because it's just like, I couldn't imagine being in a position, bro, where like, you know what I'm saying, like I basically had to just be like, all right, you know what I'm saying, forget my dreams. I gotta, like, I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have options for it. Like, this is just what I gotta do. This is all I have. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, bro, just, you know what I'm saying, inspire people to always be true to themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? Never settle, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you want to do to be happy in life, bro. Like, you only got one life, so you might as well, even though honestly, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when we die, I feel like we get reincarnated and all that, but that's another story. But yeah, bro, just like do what you want to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no reason not to, you know what I'm saying, never be scared, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of different circumstances, you know, especially when you have your peoples have certain expectations for you, bro. Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, do what's gonna make you happy and never limit yourself, bro. Like, it's plenty of things people are good at doing out here. You know what I'm saying? It might be a lot of things you good at doing, but you don't even know it, bro. So just try it, especially while you're young. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got time to fail. You got time to learn different things, you know what I'm saying, along the way, bro. So take advantage of all that. Take advantage of all the opportunities we got now, bro, because it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. So that's the main message I try to leave behind.
For sure, appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So,
For sure.
closing out, I gotta ask you. I got a question. Kind of like a in your shower question. You know what I'm saying? So, if you were on America's Got Talent,
Okay.
the winner wins $10 million.
Okay.
You have to sing one song word for word with no mess ups. What song is your choice?
What song? Word for word, no mess ups.
Cause I'm for sure. I got a couple that I'm screaming that I be screaming in the shower without no music.
Also, like sing?
Yeah, like singing.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hold
like,
on.
sing.
Let me think. Singing. I got a lot of joints I like too, bro.
I know.
R&B is like that, bro.
I just was screaming in the shower, so.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I had to choose one, it would probably be. I want to say Jill Scott because I love Jill Scott, bro. Oof, I can't remember. I can't remember if I know like a full Jill Scott song. Like
Yeah, word
all
for
the way
word.
through, like everything.
I definitely don't. I just find my favorite parts in that screaming.
Yeah,
on
bro.
Jill Scott.
Yeah, I don't know if I like got a joint that I know like all the way through solidly.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I would probably go to Just Friends by Music Soul Child.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'll bust that joint in a heartbeat. We getting this 10 million a day, buddy.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yes sir.
Hey, oh, for
Yeah,
sure. For
shout
sure.
out to music.
For
yes
sure.
sir.
I'll probably do We Belong Together by Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
that's
Yeah.
one of the ones, bro.
Yeah,
That's one of the ones.
for sure.
That's one of the ones. There's a lot more, but that Just Friends. Hey. 10 million.
He said
10 million. Easy.
Easy
10 million.
In my sleep.
Oh, fam. What? The chorus mainly the same thing all the way out. And then the great thing with R&B music is too, like you know, I rap, you got like 16s and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Fam, R&B, they literally say like 4 lines. They
I'm about
just
to
like
say,
dragging the notes out.
Yeah, it come full
It's
circle
literally just
again.
dragging the notes out. They got like 4 lines and you good. Matter of fact, hold on. It's Music Soul Child for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, my boy Usher.
Ooh. Lovers and Friends? You remind me?
You remind fam. Fam, 20 million on the table.
Yo.
Double Jeopardy. Fam,
Yo.
you remind me?
You remind me?
Oh my God.
You don't have to call too.
You don't have to, fam. Hey, listen, bro.
You can put Usher on the table. I'm gonna run anyone. It don't matter.
Fam, 10 million easy, bro. You remind me, I'm going crazy with it.
No, for sure.
Especially at the end with the breakdown. Fam, I give you the ad libs.
I can see you
I
doing
can
that.
give you the ad libs too if you want it.
I'm
That's
dead.
10 million easy right there, buddy. Got to.
Man, I appreciate you being on the show, bro.
No
Being on
doubt,
the
man.
podcast, as you
No
said.
doubt, man.
It
Appreciate
took
you having me, bro.
Took a minute to get this one.
Took a minute, bro.
Took a
We
minute
here.
to get this one, but
Took a minute. We here though.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you were able to get this done. I was able to get this done. So
Bro,
yeah.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man, OG Rap Cat.
For sure, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it's
it.
your boy OG Souul, man. BG's gear coming soon. Follow the brand
Mhm.
page at the BG's brand. Personal page at _OG Souul.
Mhm.
And again, you know what I'm saying? Hit that at Sticky Feathers. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
Hold it
For
down,
sure.
man.
For sure. So it's another episode of the Rapper Cap Podcast closing out. Follow this post, whatever I was about to say, messed up, but you know what I'm saying. Keep going. So follow the Rapper Cap Podcast page on Instagram, RAPORCAP Podcast. I'm your host, Mike the Young OG. You can follow me on Instagram as well. Follow the Twitter page, same thing. Just remove the T at the end and add a 1. Like, subscribe, share a comment. Let us know if we're rapping the cabin, man. We out.
Run the views up.
For sure.